What is a shaman? Is it an old, wise, dark-skinned man or woman full of knowledge and mystery with mystic powers that can talk to spirits, that wears a certain type of dress or clothing, is usually involved with feathers, very stoic, speaks with great proverbs and ancient wisdom? Or is that just a fantasized depiction of a shaman that we have been sold by companies and Hollywood and Disney in believing that that is what a shaman is? There's a lot of cognitive dissonance between what shaman really is. When you come to the Amazon, when you come to Peru, and you meet someone who actually is a real shaman, who practices, the sacred work of medicine in their community or in their region, you will not see the traditional stereotype of how shamans are depicted in Western culture and Western media. And unfortunately, a lot of times when Americans come to drink ayahuasca, they might lose confidence or be disillusioned because the reality does not confirm with their expectations. A shaman here could be just a normal dude wearing blue jeans and Nikes and an American t-shirt, smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. They don't have any mannerisms or style of what the shamans that we are brought up believing to be shamans have. The problem is, when you come here and do encounter someone with feathers in their headdress and stoic disposition and beads and traditional clothing, chances are that person is pandering to the Western stereotype in order to attract tourists and make money. And that happens here a lot more than we think. When someone comes here for an authentic ayahuasca experience and meets someone who acts and dresses like a shaman, they're not really getting an authentic ayahuasca experience. They're getting an experience that is in line with their expectations for the purpose of the shaman, self-styled shaman or whatever, making some money. And they've just found very quickly that if they act a certain way and dress a certain way, that people will have a overall more positive reported experience with their ceremonies and their ayahuasca journeys. So be mindful of the fact that when you come to the Amazon and you come to Peru and you meet a shaman who dresses and acts like the stylized versions of the shamans we were brought up to believe are real, they're playing a role to get your money. A real shaman here is virtually indistinguishable from any other person that you meet on the street. The way you discover it is in ceremony, when they get the sense of what their true power is like, when they begin to open the space, then call forth spirits, sing their icaros, invoke the power of their master plants. That's when the real shaman emerges. But coming here on tours, a lot of ayahuasca tours are happening. There's a lot of centers opening up that are hosting a lot of these tours for foreigners, for gringos to come and experience ayahuasca. They're selling an experience. Maybe the person who's holding the space and holding ceremony has had some training. Maybe they have some real power, but if they're dressing up and acting a certain way to comply with our cultural stereotypes of what a shaman should act like, they're not being authentic. They're being commercial. And you are being sold an experience for the sake of writing them a good review or bringing your friends or coming back and spending more money. So those are my thoughts on shamans, especially down here in Peru.